Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pophology. We are just on the couch. I'm wrapped in a blanket. We're getting cozy. There's going to be a big storm coming through Indy, I think. Right? Is it a big storm?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dark outside. And yeah, so that's what's happening here. Is it storming where you are at? Today, I just worked. Our fire alarm went off, and it went off for such a long time. It was a test. They emailed us about it. I was in the apartment for like 3 minutes. I put earplugs in, and I was thinking, okay, I'm getting a headache. I'm going to go get some coffee. So I walked over to Caffeine Coffee, and I got it's similar to a macchiato. It was 2 shots of espresso with just a little bit of whipped cream on top. I don't know, whatever that's called. The baristas are so nice there, and they have such a wide selection of coffee. That is one place you probably could have a cupping party or something there, because they have like just many options. And they make a ton of different drinks. Like they have a huge menu. So anyways, I did that. It was all right. It was, cool to get out for like 10 minutes. And then I came back here, just worked, and super tired for some reason. And that is all that's happening with me. So here's Emily.
Hello. So I'm going to tell you about yesterday. So it was a big day. So we started out the day with an all-company, town hall, which was really cool. So cool to see people. And then we had a workshop for the middle of the day. And then at the end, we had a housewarming party because we got a new office last year, but we couldn't really have a party at that time. So that was awesome. And there was really good food. One unique thing that I had was deep fried risotto. I thought I was eating like a mozzarella ball, and I ate one. I was like, oh, that was a mozzarella ball. And someone was like, that was deep fried risotto. I was like, oh, I thought it was a little softer and mushier than a mozzarella ball, like a mozzarella stick, but instead it was a ball. Yeah, so
That's interesting.
it was really interesting. But I had to leave after just 30 minutes of the party because I had my presentation at class last night. And it went great.
That's good.
Yeah. So my group got to go first. And I will say, I think another group was a little bit mad at us. But oh well. Because we used Canva, the website Canva, to create our presentation. I did that for my individual presentation, and everyone loved it. They thought it was really cool. So it's like, well, we might as well use that again, and then we can all work on it at the same time. So I emailed the link to our professor because ours had animations in it, and if I download it as PDF slides, the animations aren't going to work. So I had to email him the share link, and he just had to click it out of his email, and it pops right up. Although my professor is very technologically challenged. I had to stand right beside him and walk him through how to get to his email.
Most are.
Yes. Yes, a lot of professors are. Anyway, so since it was so complicated just to pull up the presentation out of his email inbox, he was like, all right, guys, change of plans. Emily's group is going to go first. And then this other girl was like, she was like, did you use Canva again? I was like, yeah, we did. I was like, but I told all of you about it. It was like this whole topic, on the first time that I used it. And so you all could have used it too. But anyway, it was not a big deal. I just thought that was like, oh, sorry. But also our group really wanted to go first and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
It was a 20-minute presentation. I ended up doing the intro in section 1, and then I was done for the rest of the time.
Nice.
Then the other 2 guys in my group, they did section 2, 3, 4 in the outro. So technically we each did 2 things, which is good. And then we had to answer questions at the end. So 20 minutes of question, or 20-minute presentation, 10 minutes for questions. Wasn't really 10 minutes of questions. But we did great. I think our presentation looked the best, and I think we had the most energy out of the groups. I don't know if our content was the best organized or the most clever ideas, but that's fine. It was, a school presentation. And it was pretty boring, to be honest. We all did our presentation on the same case study. And had to use the same course principles to do that.
Good job, professor.
Yeah. So our coaches were there too as little judges, and they did some questions and feedback. But I was thinking, man, I would not, if I were them, I would not want to come to this night. No. They came to our individual leader presentations. Those are all different and more personal and fun. So that would be the night I would want to be there.
But this is all the same stuff, right?
Yes. These presentations were all on the same case study. Everyone did it a little different, a different approach, I suppose. But you take the same case study and you have to use the same course principles to discuss the case study. So there's only so many ways you can do that. Yeah. Anyway, I felt very relieved when it was over, and next week is the final exam, and I really need to study for that. There's a few things from class, like articles and case studies, that I didn't read during the actual course when we were supposed to. I always read my book stuff, and sometimes I got to the articles, but sometimes I didn't, which I know is bad, but I'll just read it over the weekend. Anyway, we're doing also this is one more thing. How we just said that professors many times are kind of technologically challenged. Some aren't. But ours is having us take the test on paper, and there's 2 essay questions, and we have to write it out on paper. I'm like, okay. He was like, you might want to use a pencil in case you need to erase, because you only get 1 piece of paper. I was like, wow.
I would never want to do that at this age. That is so, high school, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny and weird. Makes me feel like it's not going to be that hard.
Yeah.
That's all. I am extremely exhausted. This has been a crazy week for me at work. So much going on. Yesterday was clearly a very full day, and then the presentation after work. So tomorrow is still going to be a busy day at work. I have a lot to do, but at least it's Friday. So I'm going to relax tonight. I'm going to watch the newest episode of Gossip Girl and maybe an episode of Ted Lasso.
Nice.
It's been such a good show. It really is a great leadership show. Truly. Our professor talked about it too. He's like, I think I need to incorporate Ted Lasso into the curriculum for next class. Like, you should. That's all.
Yeah, I feel like he would love Ted Lasso, because wasn't he a coach or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Our class has used so many sports examples, it's not even funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So, one of my funniest moments of doing a presentation for class was probably my sophomore year of college. And I think it was just a 10-minute presentation, and me and this guy, at one point of our presentation, we sung in unison for a minute. And it was very, it was just, it was awful. It was awful. And the professor was like, well, at the end of our presentation, he was like, well, you guys get an A because you embarrassed yourself in front of everyone. So great job. I was like, hey, I'll take it. Whatever. Yeah, it was worth it. So that was funny. But Yeah, so that's everything for today. Hope you all have a good Thursday. If you're still watching this, comment down below yoga. Do you do yoga? I said that because our Roku TV is on, and I have been seeing advertisements for yoga class on it.
Oh,
It's like a little subscription app you can buy on Roku. So do you do yoga? I've never done yoga. Milky Way Matthew does yoga, so he likes it. Yeah.
I've honestly never done a real yoga class ever.
Yeah, I haven't either. I feel like it would be really relaxing, you know?
It does take a little bit of strength and a lot of flexibility that you have to build up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah. Well, everyone, I will see you tomorrow. It's Friday. It's almost the weekend. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. I will see you later. If no one's told you this today, you are loved and this world's a better place because you are here. Goodbye.